guys, welcome back to my channel. This is our dog, who's naked because his collar jingles too much and I'm sick of editing it out of videos. This is a Q&A for me and me only.
Ludo, I have a lot of questions.
But today's video is a Q&A with my husband. This is my husband Bradley, if you've never met him, aka the bitch who got me pregnant.
Oh.
Having a good time? So I asked you guys on Instagram for questions for the two of us. I don't know, we're wrapping up pregnancy here, and I'm starting to feel a little bit like, not emotional because I'm so freaking ready to be done, but I don't know, look at the dog. But I wanted to kind of just like, I don't know, encapsulate this moment before our lives change forever. Like, even if we have more...
Let's enjoy the last time we can sit down, the two of us, and talk to the camera and it's not a crying baby.
But just like, even if we, I mean, if I can do this again, we'll freaking see. But even if we transition from 1 kid to 2 kids, like, this is the big one. So I just wanted to, like, I don't know. We like to rewatch our videos all the time, as vain as it is.
You probably think the song is about you. You're so vain.
You're so vain. I forgot what I was saying. But I saved your questions. We're gonna answer them. Could you hand me the water? I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Bradley's life is doing things for me.
it's constant.
Which I'm sure we'll talk about.
All the time.
But not baby related, but I get asked this all the time. How did we meet?
We met in a show.
A showmance.
We'll link our boyfriend tag below.
Oh my gosh, that was like 6 months in, and that was probably too early to do a boyfriend tag.
No, that we're like boyfriend. It doesn't have to be like, oh, we're gonna be together forever. We met in a show, in a production of Hairspray at Glendale Center Theater.
Could you say that all again? I was burping.
We met in a production of Hairspray at Glendale Center Theater. I was the lead, Amy was not.
That is not true.
Neither of us got the roles we wanted.
And we talk about it all the time, but I mean, I feel...
No, I would have liked my role, alright?
Over a wife?
I don't think that's the option of like,
Link
you could have
Larkin.
played Link or you could have Amy. I would have liked to...
It is?
I would have liked to play Link, you play Penny,
but I don't think...
and everything would have been... the same.
I told him the other day, because we talk about this all the time, how we were still bitter we didn't get the parts.
Because it was like...
But I said, I don't think we would have like bonded as much, but then I was like, no, screw that, because I literally told everybody at callbacks that I was going to marry him because I thought he was so cute.
That's insane.
It is insane, and
That's
I think
crazy.
all those people probably
Not
think,
insane
hell.
like that we ended up together, like you're insane.
No, I'm nuts. When I get a crush, I am insane.
But it's insane I didn't get cast as Link, like... Come on, I nailed that callback.
And I sounded incredible as Penny. They just had different visions. But yes, we met in
Visions
the show.
of Amy and I goofing as ensemble members, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And yes, that's probably why, like, we became so close.
Well, no, I would have stalked you regardless.
Okay, well, you played it cool in the production, and we, like, became best friends during rehearsals and stuff, because... That's what you do as ensemble members, is goof around and not have to, carry the load.
Also, I've always said, because like, I don't mind being in an ensemble, but I wanted to be in the Hairspray ensemble at some point in life because I wanted to be the nicest kid in town and I enjoyed it.
Oh, actually, I want to play Corny Collins in the next, 5-10 years, and then play Edna.
The roles in Hairspray never end, no matter what age you are. That's nice.
To be a white man.
Okay, moving on. Next to each other from different people says, what is one thing you're most excited about for when the baby comes? And what's the one thing you're most scared about? I mean, besides labor, we'll take that out, because I am definitely nervous about giving birth, just because I don't know anything about that.
What are we starting with?
Let's do scared first.
Scared. I'm scared for how it's gonna change. Just that's too vague, but like.
But yes.
Amy and I have been, and I'm realizing this. I start thinking about him every day with, like, when I'm at work, when I'm doing this, when I'm, like, it's not just as easy to, like, hey, I'm going to the gym. Hey, I'm going to Target. Hey, I'm picking up a double at work, and I'm gone for 12 hours. It's like, I'm so responsible for something now, and that intimidates me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, it's all, that's what anxiety leeches onto, is the unknown, and we just have, there's no way of knowing. Like, we just have no idea. I think we're both going to be great parents, but I think just change in general is scary, so we're both kind of like, oh my god, what have we done?
Because, yeah, the small details of, like, changing a diaper or, like, putting him to bed, like, that will all be, are those answers to things you're scared about? Like, those will be things we figure out, but it's the large picture to me of, I am responsible for a human life now.
A deep answer for me, I am afraid for my mental health. But I feel like because, postpartum, OCD, depression, anxiety, like all those are on the table. I'm already prone to those things in general, and I just don't know. I mean, I will say that I thought my OCD was going to go crazy during pregnancy because of the hormones. It hasn't. So I don't know about postpartum hormones or like breastfeeding hormones, but I am afraid of that. But I'm prepared. My therapist and I were ready for whatever. Bradley's ready for whatever.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, I mean, everybody likes to just tell you, sleep while you can, which number one, annoys me so much because I can't freaking sleep as it is.
I sleep like a baby.
Yeah, I stare at you every night and I want to just punch you in the face. But yeah, as far as like the sleepless nights, that doesn't really scare me. I just like, we know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because again, that's the small stuff. It's the big thing to me of like, I feel selfish for saying it, but like that now it's not just...
I don't think that's selfish. I think that's a very real response.
I know, and I'm sure a lot of people have thought that in your life, your decisions, are very much, what do you want to do with your life? And my wedding vows were about how it's not my life anymore, it's our life, in a sense that, I'm not just responsible for myself anymore, I'm now responsible for you. And now that is about to grow by one.
Yeah, and also we're old, so we're like set in our ways. You know what I mean?
I guess.
We're not old, but like, we're old. What's one thing we're most excited about?
To relive childhood.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
I mean, Amy and I are, youthful in our ways, and we love to go to theme parks, and we like to,
We watch Disney movies, and I don't know, as far as like what I'm most excited about, I just think like we've been talking about this for so long, and I put it off for so long because I wanted to fix my mental health, and now it's just like, it's here, pretty much. But I don't know, just the fact that it's here. We, literally from like 3 months in, talked about having a family, and now we're 8 years in, and it's weird and exciting. That's that we're crazy. Here. Like it's
8
happening.
years.
I know.
Wow, you're old.
You're older than me. Somebody said, was it easy to... Well, first off, somebody asked, do we have a name picked out? Yes, we do. And then somebody said, was it easy to settle on a name? I changed my mind daily. In which I went through that as well, I feel like. I don't know. When I thought it was a girl, my girl name list was much longer than our girl name list was much longer than our boy name list. But we kind of, just for years, have talked about what our son would be named, and we called him that like years even before getting married. And that is what we decided to go with.
Go with your gut.
Yeah. One day, I feel like I was in the car by myself, and I just like had an epiphany, like, that's his name. And now all other names feel weird. But I still hold the right to change my mind when I see him. Which is why we're not announcing the name or anything. So yeah, but he does have a name.
There's a favorite.
There's a favorite, and I feel like it was, for us, relatively easy to settle on it just because we've been talking about it for years. Same with the dog's name. Like, I've been talking literally since high school about my first dog I will name Ludo. Luckily, Bradley was cool with it, and then it fit him so perfectly.
Well, he was a good dog.
Look at him just sleeping.
Yeah, he's just laying on us.
You can't see him, but he's there. Has your pregnancy put you off the idea of any more kids? Maybe. If you haven't been following, I feel bad calling it a rough pregnancy because nothing like life-threatening or anything has happened, but it has not. I to be honest, I have hated pregnancy, and I feel bad saying that, and I know that there are some women dying to be pregnant, and I feel lucky to be pregnant, but I am not enjoying it. I don't take it lightly when I say how miserable I am, knowing that there are so many women who would die to be in my miserable position, and I don't take that lightly, and I love my baby, and I feel very lucky to be pregnant. It has been rough, and it's just not been enjoyable, so I don't know. It's gonna take like a lot of therapy and like gearing up to do this again, but has it immediately put me off the idea of more kids? Yes it has. Somebody said, is a Disney World trip being considered with baby?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not soon.
Not anytime soon, but yeah, we're going soon.
I mean, anyone that's aware of what's going on at Disney World, big things are coming. Big things are coming in the Brainy household and at Disney World.
We're going. We have a plan. What's an event you both are looking forward to sharing with your baby? I feel like the easy responses are Halloween and Christmas.
Super Bowl.
Oh. I said Halloween. Halloween? Halloween and Christmas. I feel like those are like easy answers, but I am just, oh my god. He's gonna be 2 months, but I'm gonna take him trick-or-treating anyway, you know, like.
Oh, think of all the free candy. He can't eat them and I
And
can't.
it's more exciting to think of like next year when he's whatever friggin' over a year he can walk and all that for Christmas morning and for Halloween then. But yeah, just things like that, like stuff I loved in my childhood I'm excited to do with him. Do you worry about your relationship changing? Like you and me?
No.
Me neither.
Should I be?
I don't know.
I didn't think about that.
I guess some people have kids and they get divorced.
We're not going to get divorced.
If Zac Efron or Tom Holland show up, I'm getting divorced. Somebody asked if we have a Halloween costume picked out. I feel like we have a few, but we have to like narrow it in.
I don't even know what the favorite is right now.
Yeah, I feel like also I told Bradley today.
It's also hard because he's 2 months old.
Yeah, I know. But I've told Bradley today everything is shelved until after birth. We just have to get through that. But then absolutely a family-themed Halloween costume will be absolutely happening. Somebody said baby eye color or hair color predictions.
Ooh.
This is what's fun because his hair
That's interesting.
could literally be anything because Bradley...
Black.
I don't think... No, it couldn't be black. Bradley was like bleach blonde as a kid. I was blonder, but...
My dad has black hair.
No, he doesn't. Look at us. I don't think we're going to produce a child with black hair. So it could just be super blonde, which I've kind of pictured
That's
my whole
what it's
life.
gonna be.
But my sister has very natural, like red auburn hair that neither of my parents have. I think my mom's brother had it as a kid, and it skips around. So like our baby could have the red hair, which is so exciting. My niece could have the red hair. It's just exciting. Where will it go, if anywhere?
He's gonna look like me and my brother with like, pale blonde hair. But I picture him looking like Matt.
Yeah, my brother.
I picture him looking like Matt with like curly brown hair or red.
Yeah, that could also just
curly
be brown
red hair.
because look at our hair. So I
don't know why it would be curly, but that's what I picture.
I don't know.
Him as a little like nerd with.
I'm
curly
so
brown
excited
hair.
to see. Also, I'm getting a lot of ultrasounds, obviously. Oh, we're emerging. Bye-bye. The baby has a full head of hair. Like, you can see it in the ultrasound. I have so much acid, and for good reason, because the baby has so much hair, so.
Eye color?
I think it'll be blue.
I don't know.
Bradley's whole family has, like, really, like...
My blue and your brown eyes, like, what could...
Brown?
What?
You're just trying to upset me.
Love to... Amy gets so upset. People with green eyes, they love to talk about it.
When have I ever said anything?
When I always, like, tell you a different color of your blue eyes or something, you're like, no, it's green!
They are green. And they're rare, okay? They're beautiful. But Bradley's whole family kind of has, like, creepy, like, really blue eyes. Like, they're like, intensely blue.
I have piercing blue.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it now, but they're there. So I feel like he'll have that. My whole family has brown except for me. But even my green is kind of like a darker green.
Like a brown, kind of.
Let's just shut this up right now. Look at my eyes.
I would love if they're blue or green.
They are green. I mean, he'll be
I don't picture him
red.
having brown eyes.
He's not.
It might happen.
I predict blue eyes. Somebody asked any plans for a Babymoon before baby arrives. Bradley was going to take me on one, but I'm just so miserable I don't want to go.
We have plans.
We did have plans. Also with Corona, it was kind of scary. I think we'll take once we figure out the baby, we'll take some sort of trip with him. Maybe all 4 of us.
I think that's what we should
We'll do something.
Yeah.
Because I still would like to do something.
It won't be the nice, like, resort stay you wanted of, like,
But
cool
there's just no,
beach.
there's no relaxing with the way I feel. I haven't relaxed in 9 months, so I just wanted to wait. What has been the best part of your 3rd trimester?
We're getting close.
That it's the end. What kind of parent do you think you're going to be? No, sorry. What kind of parent do you think the other is going to be?
Oh.
I think Bradley will be... Well, a great parent, very fun, very active. It's hard to imagine me being active ever again because I literally can't move my body.
It's hard to imagine me as a parent.
Not for me.
You're gonna be your family is very, like, strict on manners and stuff. You're gonna be like an old-fashioned parent. Old-fashioned meets new-fashioned.
I was going to say, I don't think I'm going to be that old-fashioned.
Not that old-fashioned, but, like, I could see you having...
I feel like manners are important, but I'm also going to be very much... like, he's going to be able to express himself. Like, it's not going to be like a, stop crying, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, which is a new
I
fashion.
want him to know the emotions. I want him to know it's okay to feel your emotions. Like, so I not super old-fashioned, I don't think.
No, yeah.
What do you wish you did more of before having a baby? Probably just traveling.
Yeah.
But even without the pandemic, who knows if we would have done that? I don't want a kid to be like the end of life for us. Like, I would like to take him, like, we want to go to China. I don't want to take my son. You know what I mean? Like, because how cool would that be for him? So
Yeah.
I don't see this as like the end of life. Maybe for a little bit as we like learn what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want it to be something that deters us from things because it doesn't have to be. People travel with their kids all the time.
We say that now, that's what we want it to be, but it's...
I mean, yeah, we literally have no idea.
Yeah.
Did getting a puppy somewhat prepare you for having a baby? Honestly, I feel like puppy had to be harder than a baby because they're mobile right away.
Interesting.
they just fuck up your shit and they just look at him, he's evil.
No, because I've had dogs my whole life, and so like.
Well, certainly like in the puppy stage, having to get up in the middle of the night to take them to the bathroom. You know.
So I guess like puppy part.
Like, oh, he almost fell off the bed.
I am very unaware of what baby life is going to be.
But I feel like just as far as like patience, probably. Oh.
Bless you.
First postpartum meal or craving, I just want some champagne.
Ooh. Keep it down.
I do miss lunch meat. You're not supposed to have a lot of lunch meat. Sometimes I still have it. But I'll have like a friggin' turkey sandwich. Has Bradley obtained a baby hockey stick yet? I'm actually kind of shocked you haven't. Like a little, well, I guess we have time for that.
Also very much of, yes, hockey was my thing growing up. Everybody's like, oh, well then you're gonna have a little hockey player. And it's like, no, I want him to be, himself.
Whatever he wants to be.
I want him to play an instrument. That's like the one thing I want to force on him.
This can be, let's wrap up with this, even though it might be a downer, because it's been rough. Bradley's thoughts and feelings about pregnancy.
You want to end on that?
Well, maybe we don't have to end on it, but let's see how long you talk for.
It's been really hard.
It's been very hard. For both of us.
Amy has not been herself. Not mentally you're the same, but physically you're not. And so then that's been so much more on me. We also moved during it. And so it was just like, it was everything on top of each other. It was moving, so it's unpacking. Moving itself, as everybody says, is like, oh, moving's so hard. And it's like, don't worry, it'll take you a while to like move out of your stuff, which we're still doing. And then on top of that, we're doing baby number 1. So it's like, it's not just unpacking your old stuff. It's them wanting new stuff for your house. Oh, and also we need a whole baby room of crib and blah, 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 and blah. And so it's been hard on me. Oh, I've got my last restaurant job closed. I got a new restaurant job. And I'm like working twice as much as I did at the last one. I'm making a lot more money, which is nice. But yeah, so I've just been working a lot more.
Let me just say, Bradley has literally kept me alive. Especially those first 3 months I didn't leave the bed, and he's done everything. I haven't done any dishes because they made me gag, but now I'm feeling better, but now I can't reach the sink because of my belly. It hurts to bend over to clean. Bradley makes me meals. Like, Bradley's literally done everything for the last 9 months.
Yep.
Which I'm very appreciative of.
I know.
Like, I feel like every night Bradley thanks me for doing this inside my body, and I thank him for keeping me alive.
What would I rather do? Would I rather do that, or would I rather, go to work for 8 hours, come home?
You would rather do yours, I promise.
But yeah, coming home and having to wear out the dog and do all the dishes and pick up the kitchen, and this doesn't even include a child. So kudos to all you parents out there that do this.
Single parents.
And single parents. I didn't even think of that. But like, imagine, this is your third and you working 50 hours a week, and I don't get brownie points for what I've done. This is what parents do every day of their lives. It just goes back to, we've had a good run in the sense that, like, you don't have to worry about anything else but yourself, for a lot of your life, which is nice. And I wouldn't trade, this is what we wanted. It's just been hard. It's
just been a very rough season. Like, I was devastated not to, I could, like, cry a little bit, but I'll try not to. But, like, I was devastated not to be able to, I've been dreaming so long about, like, making moving vlogs and packing vlogs and, like, just being able to do stuff. And first it was the sickness that prohibited me, and now I can't frickin' move because of my pelvis. Like, I finally have this big, beautiful garden that I can't bend over and tend to, and so Bradley does all the gardening. Just, like, it's been frustrating for us both, of course, that I am just literally almost immobile. Like, that's dramatic, but I feel like a lot of people think I'm being dramatic, but this pain, nobody warned me about the kind of pain that this would be.
And luckily this isn't forever.
I know.
We've got a few more weeks to go. I'm going to take some time off work. I hope you're feeling better, because
I have to.
There's so many things that are just like on pause in our lives at the moment, which frustrates me. Like, it frustrates me that, like, Amy's office is a mess and our grass died and I don't know how to fix it. Our kitchen needs to be reorganized, and just like all these things that Amy's not in the mood for. And so we're just like living in this weird limbo, which I don't like.
Well, I don't like it either.
But knowing that this was all just temporary, is I'm, like working 6 days a week, and it's like, well, I'm not home to enjoy my new home, but it's just like, let's grind it out now. I'm so sorry you're uncomfortable, but like, you got a few more weeks to go.
We're so close.
And then he's gonna be here.
We're so close.
And then we're,
the finale's gonna be painful, but I'm so excited. And that's what I often tell him, is just like, and I truly cannot wait to where everybody says my pelvis pain, I have something called SBD, which I don't even really know what it means, but everybody tells me that it will literally go away once the baby is born, which I have a hard time believing, but I really truly hope it does, because I genuinely am so excited to like be able to bend over and clean the bathtub, or do a sink full of dishes, or clean the kitchen, or just tend to my life. I'm so genuinely excited for it. Before pregnancy, I feel like you and I had a pretty good, like, you cook, I do the dishes, I do the laundry, you take out the trash. Like, we had a good thing going, so I'm sure we'll get back. I hope we'll get back to
I miss making dinner and then doing the dishes together.
Yeah, like, just normal life. Like, just things have not felt normal for the last 9 months, and I'm just excited to get back
and
to
on top of that, it was a pandemic where we couldn't go anywhere.
So
and we moved into a new house, and it was just like, it was everything at once. But I mean, I wouldn't change it.
I cry a lot, you guys. Like, I sob all the time, right?
Yeah. Not all the time, but you have breakdowns at night.
Let's try to find like one more like nice one, then we'll be done.
Okay.
Best moment while being pregnant? Besides like finding out. Which like a lot of people ask like how that happened. We thought we had COVID.
I forgot about that.
It was Thanksgiving. I had my first food aversion, which I wasn't thinking anything about it, but we were actively trying, but I didn't think anything of it. On Thanksgiving, the mac and cheese grossed me out for no reason.
Your favorite thing?
I know, it was weird. But we weren't seeing any friends or family because we thought we had COVID, and that's kind of when the big second surge hit, so it was really hard to get a test. I don't remember it was still November, so it was a few days after Thanksgiving. I realized I was 10 days late for my period, which I knew I was pregnant. Like, I'm never not on time, or like just like 2 days late, but we weren't leaving the house, so I couldn't go buy a test. So my sister dropped off a test. We took it that night, and it said pregnant, and I was in the middle of Dungeons and Dragons, and Amy was like, my sister's dropped off the test, and I was like, well, then we gotta find out right now. And then we found out we were pregnant, and then we were just so distracted, I was like, I'm out of D&D tonight, guys. There was nothing to do, we were just on cloud 9 of like, oh my god! I was on cloud 9, but I was also terrified. We were like, when will we like tell our family, we'll wait to no, we immediately literally called them. We were like, guys! Looking back, I feel like that was my way of coping with the terrifiedness. I just wanted everyone. Which I'm sure a lot of, I just wanted to relate with. Yeah, so we immediately FaceTimed our families. I'm also very open with everything. It's like, I'm an open book with stuff that the point of not telling people is if you have a miscarriage, but these were friends and family I would tell if I had a miscarriage, so. And also there's nothing to be scared about. Like, if you told the internet that like, hey, I'm pregnant, and then you ended up losing it, like, nothing to be ashamed about. Nothing happens. At all. Yeah. Finding out the gender was exciting. That made everything a lot more real to me, because at first in the beginning it's just this little bean inside you that's making you sick, but then you find out the gender and you see it for the first time and whatever, and that was like, okay, this is like a human inside me. And then he wasn't able to come to it because of Corona, but my first like 20-week in-depth scan was very cool. Building the crib, just small stuff. The big one is like, oh wow, we're pregnant. The gender is exciting, but like it doesn't change anything. No. It just, because honestly, I thought it was a girl, so I was kind of like shocked it was a boy. It just made it more real. Anything that makes it more real and kind of brought me out of the dark funk that was morning sickness. Which it still doesn't even feel real. It still feels he's in there, but like it still feels like we're playing house. Yeah. That like we set up a nursery. Yeah. That is just, he's not in there. This morning I was just in my sports bra on the couch. Oh, you ripped that in half. Oh, excuse me. I was just sitting in my sports bra on the couch, and Bradley saw the baby move, and it freaked him out so much he just yelled, "It's moving!" But it wasn't just like a one, it like went across. He like moved his like whole leg across. Yeah, they're not like fast kicks anymore. It's like slow. I don't know what he's doing in there, but it's gross. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love it. But okay, I feel like we answered 400 years of questions. But okay. Son, if you're watching this, go to bed. You're so stupid. But you laugh every time. I'm so excited for dad jokes. He's been making them for years. Because now they're not just bad jokes. Like, now they're not just bad. Like, it works. #dadly. That's me. But yeah, guys, thank you for submitting your questions, and thanks. #dadly. I'm gonna keep that hashtag up. Thanks for just hanging out with us, and just thanks, Thank you. Thank you. Love you. I said love you. I love you too. Oh my god. You said first I know, and then you said love you too. Yeah. Okay. But love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want, I don't know what I was gonna say. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Ludi loves you. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, bye guys. We'll see you soon.